we're going to need to throw that Seeking Shield. We've already dropped the Earthquake. We've already dropped... Hey guys, Alex here, back in my new stream room. Still not fully complete. We're getting there slowly but surely. But in today's video, we are going to be jumping in to check NoLeX against x6tence. So without any further ado, let's hop into this, roll the intro, and check out some of this sexy action. Alright, so the first one we are going to be taking a look comes in here from Nobama of NoLeX, and he's going to be coming in with a P.E.K.K.A. Super Wizard Witch attack. Now, this is certainly something we're seeing more and more creeping into the meta. It's a very, very strong strategy, and if given the opportunity, can tear through bases. Ideally, what you're looking for is to pick up a lot of value from this Grand Warden walk when you kick off proceedings, and that's what Nobama is going to be doing here, starting off with that Grand Warden from this sort of 11-12 o'clock section of the base, letting it go in there, take care of some of these Teslas. We've then got a couple of these cleanup wizards. You can see a lot of dead space, a lot of structures we can just grab with a wizard at 12 o'clock and then one over at 9 o'clock as well. They're actually going to be able to get some really nice value just cleaning out a couple of structures, but it does really impact that funnel when we start to get our troops coming in. Now, ideally here you're wanting these healers when you get the rest of your troops in to transfer from that Grand Warden over onto your P.E.K.K.A.s or your Super Wizards, and ideally you're going to want to make sure your Rage Spell placements are going to catch those healers as well, because as we know, raged healers can do a lot of work, especially when we see them used on a Queen charge, etc, etc. But you can see this Grand Warden up that top section taking full benefit of that Rage Spell that was down for him. He is going to step up there and take care of that Grand Warden, chucking in a couple of those troops there, making sure we lure the Grand Warden over. We don't want him to go off on a tangent on his own. We want to make sure he sticks with the main group of this push, so we can use his ability as we kind of push over this Giga Bomb of the Town Hall. We definitely do not want that to take down too many of our troops. So down goes that first Rage Spell, or the second Rage Spell I suppose. We've already committed one to our Grand Warden. Coming in there from this left hand side of the base, you're going to see the wizards from those from the siege barracks actually coming in, helping out with the main portion of the push. The Hog Raiders maybe coming out slightly earlier than Nobama was looking for. Ideally, I think he was wanting them to kind of go to the bottom section to deal with this scatter shot, but luckily here we are going to have a nice split going in the middle. We should hopefully have a couple of these witches potentially catching that rage spell as well, but those healers chilling in the middle. Like I said, the rage spells, if you can get them to go down on the healers, look at the heal value they are going to be able to get, pulling those P.E.K.K.A.s that were on very, very low HP right back up to full health. Now, the couple of witches that were over there on that bottom left hand side of the base were able to take care of this scatter shot, which is beautiful for us. It means we only really have to deal with this one up on the top section of the base, and we do still have a free spell and a royal champion ability, which does end up going off right there. We can pretty much swag our queen ability at this point. Really nothing left in this base that's going to do any damage at all to any of our troops, and this is going to be a very nice triple coming in here from Nobama of NoLeX to kick off this video. Coming in against Eltano from x6tence. GG's on that one. Let's hop out and check out the next one. Okay, so we've got Reedon swinging on through with this next triple, and he is going to be bringing Super Witches onto this base. Now, I feel like I've seen this base, or certainly variations of this base, with these sort of very, very spread out compartments. So you can see we've got the three multis, or the two multis and the single in the middle. We've got two scatters kind of at 6 and 9 o'clock, and then we've got that Eagle Artillery lurking over towards sort of 10, 11 o'clock. And these heavy defenses, ideally you're always looking to take down scatter shots quickly or Inferno Towers quickly when you're coming in with these Super Witches. And Reedon's certainly playing with fire here. Going to be going opposite Town Hall side. You can see we do have a blimp selected, which personally, I always find the blimps with Super Witch attacks to be a little bit risky. I'm more than comfortable using them to fly all the way over a base if I'm coming in with dragons or E-Drags, something like that. But when you're coming in with Super Witches, always a little bit of a risky play. But I'm going to assume here that Reedon's not going to be flying it all the way over this base, and he's just going to go ahead and maybe just drop it right down into that Town Hall. Or maybe we're not even going to use the blimp for the Town Hall. Maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself. We'll just need to wait and see. But we are going to have the Grand Warden starting up here at that top left hand side of the base. We're now going to get our Queen and those Super Witches to come in as well. They're going to be able to get some nice work done over on that left hand side of the base here. You can see those healers already transferring over to some of those Super Witches, making sure they don't take too much damage too early on, and they are going to be able to make it into the center of the base with full HP. We've got the king doing a little bit of funneling work down here on that bottom section of the base. Remember, usually in these super witch attacks, we might actually see a siege barracks coming on through, but this time Reen just deciding that a blimp is going to be the safest option here. King, quite nicely going to be able to take care of that scattershot for us at the bottom section of the base, making sure this funnel gets fully set. And now we're going to go ahead, in comes that blimp. You can see flying at a little bit of a jaunty angle right there, but it is just about going to be able to sneak itself into that town hall. It does encounter a couple of bombs, but that's not going to be enough to stop it from taking down that town hall. A couple of Yetis with those Yeti mites and some sneakies are going to be able to clear through that nice and quickly. Unfortunately here, time is always of the essence with these super witches. And it feels to me, I don't know if you guys are the same, that these super witches have been sitting on this left hand side of the base for what seems like an absolute eternity. They just haven't seemed to got any momentum to push on through. I believe those clan castle troops did hold them up for a little bit. We're going to see our queen in the middle take down the enemy world champion. Excuse me, we did commit a rage spell and we dropped down a freeze spell as well, just to make sure we kept our queen alive so she can do a little bit more work here on the back end. We do have our royal champion now going to be coming in from this right hand side of the base. She is just going to be left over there to clear through some of these defenses, bringing her pretty late on in this attack because we weren't going to really be able to clean through some of these defenses on the right hand side unless we had her to do so. We are going to encounter a Tesla farm up there at 12 o'clock. Not going to really cause us too many issues. We do have the air defense unfortunately now picking off some of our healers. Those healers have been clutch in this attack for Reen. Those super witches that have been getting really low on HP, well, these healers are coming in there to bring them right back up. We can pretty much swag that poison spell here on the back end. I think Reen just throwing it down there in case there was a skeleton trap or whatnot that pops up there. But again, NoLeX bringing in, it's another different strategy, but it's another very, very sexy triple on the board for them right there. Alright, so we've got N999 coming in through here with a drag bat, and this is one of the sexiest attacks I've seen in a while. You guys will see from the title, you'll see from the thumbnail, that this is the attack that I really was so impressed with. I knew I had to, use that as clickbait to draw you guys in because this is a beautiful play. I have to give it to N999. The play he uses here is just really, really nice. You can see on that left hand side, obviously for me straight away it does jump out that you're going to be able to grab some value from a Royal Champion trick. That RC trick is always good, especially against Inferno Towers, and when you've got two of them in close proximity like at this top section, of course, that's what you're going to be trying to do. But the issue here is that Seeking Shield going to go the right way? I don't know. We're going to need to throw that Seeking Shield. We've already dropped the Earthquake. We've already dropped... In comes that Invisibility spell. There is the Seeking Shield ability, taking care of both of those Inferno Towers. And that is just such a smart play coming on through there for N999. Making sure he's getting maximum value from that Seeking Shield ability, able to use it with one invisibility spell. We had to commit 4 spell space just to take down a few of those left hand structures, but for me that was completely worth it. It was a really, really smart play to use that, and it's definitely going to benefit him here on the back end. Cleaning out 2 Inferno Towers with only really a couple of spells in your Royal Champion, yeah. Who's not going to do that? But here we go. Dragon's going to be coming in from this left-hand side of the base. We've got our king and queen suing in from 6 o'clock down here. We've got the king, unfortunately, getting held up by a couple of those skeletons early on. But he is going to be able to get through them, and now they can push their way up this right-hand side of the base. Looks like we are going to encounter a couple of Teslas here. So we're going to commit down a super giant just to tank them as they slowly start to push their way up and through. We're going to see a couple of these headhunters coming out of that clan castle right there. Luckily for us, Dragon's going to be able to tear through them with the help of that rage spell nice and quickly. Unfortunately though, it did screw up the pathing ever so slightly, but look at the bats. Look at these bats now. More often than not, you're going to see a bat wave coming on through with the drag bat attacks or a bat bomb. But here we can see N999 splitting up his bats. We've got a couple on this right hand side and we've got a couple at this top section, and they take down loads and loads of defenses because there was no splash damage left in this base. It didn't matter that we split up our bats because we didn't need any free spells to keep them alive. We were able to dot them down in the base to take down some of these key defenses, and I don't know if we've lost a single dragon in this attack. This is one of the strongest drag bat triples I have seen, I think, in my entire YouTube life. Very, very nice coming in there from N999. And the last attack we are going to be taking a look at does come in here from Passy. Now, I don't know if he can top that previous attack we just saw from N999. That is definitely one of my favourite drag bat attacks I think I've ever seen. I'm going to keep rambling on about it because I really did thoroughly enjoy that attack. Just super entertaining, showing how creative you can be with all these different attack strategies. You don't just need to conform to the simple meta of this is how you do a strategy. You can mix it up, you can try different things, and that's what N99 did on the previous one. But you can see Passy going to be coming in here with a hybrid. Actually going to be the first hybrid we are seeing in this video, and it's actually going to be the last attack we are seeing in this video, so make sure you guys enjoy it. If you haven't already, feel free to go down there and leave a like if you are enjoying this video. But you can see that queen going to be working her way down from 6 o'clock in this base, taking out a couple of these junk structures at the bottom section. We're going to throw in a Coca-Loon right there. That's going to just unfortunately not eat up any Seeking Air Mines. Hopefully, or I'm sure Passy was hoping that he might catch a couple of Seeking Air Mines, but unfortunately not able to quite do so. We do unfortunately see one of our healers get sniped off a little bit by the air defense. Doesn't quite get taken down, but is on pretty low HP, so even maybe a couple of red bombs might end up taking down that one healer. But our queen, even though she's going to get held up there for a second by the tornado trap, she is going to be able to step up. I'm not sure if we're going to need to commit a rage spell. I think we might be able to just get away with it without committing down a rage spell to take care of the town hall, but we may need to pop one as she continues pushing on through, especially as she gets into range of some of these heavier defenses. Yep, down it comes right there to make sure we bring that queen back up. We are going to have to throw down that free spell right there because we have the sweeper pushing our healers away, so our queen wasn't actually able to benefit from the healers healing her back up in that rage spell. We're going to see the queen's taking down the sweeper, and now we can go ahead and throw down that poison spell. I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing more and more Lava Hounds coming out of these defensive CCs. The Lava Hound meta and the Ice Hound meta in those CCs definitely starting to get popularized. Super menus we are still seeing here and there, but I think they're kind of going out of style. People just trying to make people time fail rather than just outright fail, because yeah, offense is incredibly strong right now. So on defense, if you can do anything to slow up an attack, I think that's what people are looking for. But Passy, really smart play here. You can see we're not just going to let this queen die over on this bottom section of the base. We're going to use a jump spell, and we're going to go ahead there and rage her up once more. That's going to allow her to take care of this scatter shot on the right hand side. Probably one of the mortal enemies of any hybrid attack is the two scatter shots on the bases, and Passy using a jump spell there to give the queen access into the other one on this right hand side of the base, and she's not going to stop there. She is going to be able to continue working her way up this right hand side, taking down defense after defense as the hybrid, as our king, as our warden, as our royal champion continue to work their way through this left hand side of the base. We are going to encounter a Tesla farm at that top section, but we've got so much ripping through the back end of this one. It is not going to be able to stop Passy from bringing in the triple. And yeah, NoLeX were 3% off bringing in the perfect war. We unfortunately had a 97% time fail. It was just a slight mishap on the queen ability, the guy that came on with that attack. If he got his queen ability off, it was a triple all day. Unfortunately, he did just miss it, so the queen died, but a 14-star war with a time fail, I don't think anyone's going to turn down that. A beautiful war coming in there from NoLeX. Alright, and that is all we've got time for in this one. This was a thoroughly entertaining video for me to record. I love these attacks. The NoLeX guys, so incredibly creative. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you leave a like down below if you like my commentary and you want to see more, or even some strategic strategy guys. Yep, some of those. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment as well. Which one of these 4 attacks was your favorite? I think you guys know which one was my favorite. I may have rambled on about it a little bit, but if you guys do want to show some support, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know which one was your favorite. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.